Sit up on an elevation if that makes you more comfortable. Use a blanket. Fold your legs in a way that feels positive for you today. Taking a little time to be aware as you do that, folding yourself in. And with a focus on gratitude today, let's begin with that. So once you are settled and okay in your foundation, rest your hands at your heart and close your eyes and just give thanks. The opportunity to be on your mat. Align with everything that went right to get you here, to get us here. Let your breath be gentle. Settle into your seated pose. And let's come together with sound. Inhale deeply. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, open up your eyes. Take your left hand to your heart center, open on your chest, and twist back. Reach your other arm back so you've got a nice engaged core. Look back. Feel an opening across the front of the body, across the heart. One more deep breath like this. And then release down your hands, one to the opposite knee, one behind you, to create your own nice deep twist. Where is that in your body? Focusing today on what we can do. And breathe out. Let it go. Take a breath. Gently tone your tummy towards your spine as you exhale. And then heart with your right hand, left arm reaches back. I think you're pulling the hands away from each other a bit and looking back. Stability in your legs pressing into the earth. Beginning at drawing the breath through the nose with sound. And one more time. Breathing in, breathe out when you're ready. Release your hands down and come into that customized for your body, just the right amount of twisting. Keeping the sensations of practice on the positive side. They can be deep, but feeling good. And give it one more breath's energy. And exhale, coming back to center. Refine if you need to in your seat. And now the shell mudra, remembering the conch shell. So bring your hands together. What you're going to do is encircle your left thumb with your right fingers. Encircle your left thumb with your right fingers. And then your other thumb and middle finger find each other. So we wrap the thumb deep inside, and then we rest that gesture at the heart center. Just pressing your hands together is also fine for any reason. And let's just sit and breathe gently, letting your mind settle. So feel the shape at your heart and the movement of the heartbeat and the breath there. Just letting the mind energy come into the heart center. Relax your mind. Sensing the breath. What can you soften? There's a little gentle energy of keeping you upright in your legs and in your low belly. otherwise soft. About 3 more breaths, soften, quiet in the mind. And then open up your eyes, let the light be revealed to them again. Feel how that energizes and draws us back up and towards our brains. So let our brains create intention. Intention means setting an energetic aim for your practice. Open, steady gaze. Feeling the aliveness of your body. And just release your hands open in front of you for that intention. You spread out your fingers, stretch your hands a bit. And then relax your hands down. Lean back and find your version of boat pose for 8 breaths. So don't strain your low back, keep your feet down, bend your knees, whatever you need to do. So we just leaning back for everyone. So have support where you like it, or reach your arms and legs straight. 8 breaths. So work where it's positive. Soften your jaw. It's fine to gradually make it less hard if you need to. Feel the strength and the power of your whole body. Being fine with just what you can do. One more time, give it energy. Release your feet down. Bring them in close and together. Malasana pose, the garland pose. Reach through your bent knees. So we come into a forward fold. Feel your back stretching out. Press your shins and your arms together a bit, and you can bring your hands together too, or leave them down. So we come into the energy of this pose after the energy of the pose we just did. Being with this energy. And take one more deep, complete breath. Enjoying transitions today in our practice. So transition from your seat to your feet. Letting the practice of yoga help us be nimble beings as we just move through in your own way. Take a little bit of time with it. And make your way up to standing. Roll your shoulders back. Spread your feet. And let's cross the arms in front a few times to wake up the shoulders. So not too fast. Cross the other way. Open, cross, and open. Cross and open. One more time. And release your arms by your sides. Feet hip distance apart. Spread, ground your feet. Leave your fingers together. Inhale, press forward and up. Tummy strong as you reach up. And exhale, release your arms, interlace behind your back. Inhale, draw down your hands, stretch your chest. And exhale, mindful forward fold. So bend in your knees, bring your spine forward. Take your arms away from your body if it feels good, or just hold them at your body. So protect your shoulder joints with mindful movement. So just have your feet up here. Let this feel good for you. We're going to do the other side, so we'll be back. Just relax, enjoy. Breathe out one more time. Inhale energy, press the feet, stand up, stretch the chest, and release your arms. Mindful standing. Leave your fingers the other way. So we probably did the genetic natural way for us first, and then just switch your index finger. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release your arms behind your back. Leave again that same way. Inhale, stretch the chest. And exhale, forward fold. Work with your body. Practice having a nice positive attitude about what you can do with your body in the practice. Just a mat, very simple equipment, all these things. Exhale, inhale up, and let's transition right into an upward reach. Breathe in. Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. Breathe out, slowly forward fold. Knees bend as needed, hands reach where they reach, head goes in. And then bring your face and your heart forward. Spread your hands and then take your legs back. Right leg first, then the left. Hold the earth in plank pose. Knees down if needed. So toning the low belly in. Draw the feet towards the elbows, elbows towards the feet. One more time. Feel the strength of your body. And then bring down your knees where they are. Staying on the knees for a high cobra on its way to upward facing dog. So just bring the belly forward, lift your whole rib cage. Carefully, you can move the knees to create that just right amount of opening on the belly side. Another deep breath, gaze to your nose. And then release to your table and back, quarter dog. Tuck toes, arms long, head down. Keep the armpits lifted. Breathe deeply. Feel nice and broad in your shoulders and your chest. One more time. Just landing with stillness, just where it feels good in your body. Next time you breathe in, rise up to tabletop pose. Stack your knees and hips and your hands and shoulders. Tone in your low belly. Cow spine, we keep the spine rather straight, so keep your low back neutral. Bring your heart forward and lift your head a little bit. So just looking for that next good place to graze, kind of cow idea. Feel strong in your torso. Hold a few breaths. And then letting the head and tail go down, the belly rise up. Press into your hands and stretch through the middle of your back. Do this one as deeply as you like. Releasing tension in our flexion. Deeply breathe again. And then flow a few times between the two places. A little heart lift and around behind the heart. Feel the whole spine, head to tail. And on this last pass through cow pose, maybe lift that tail and head a little bit. And then let them round into the cat. Neutral and doing the side. So side flexing over towards the right or the left. Bringing that hip and shoulder closer to each other, lengthening the other side. So this is definitely one to customize. Just find a nice sense of releasing along the side, the low back. Softly breathe, hold steady. One more exhale. Slow release from side bends and over to the other side. Gently releasing tension in the body with the breath. And one more time. Exhale. Inhale neutral and exhale again, downward facing dog. Lift up the knees, walk in your feet to a comfortable degree. Maybe reset your hands, pick up and place them back down. And then there's a nice upward lift in the low belly. And then we want to settle the feet down towards the earth and the head down towards the earth as well. Lots of unioning of opposites in this pose. Work with your grounding this time. So just notice the hands and the feet, how pressing downward creates lift. Working with your body. Exhale for 4. One more deep breath. Exhale, weight back into the legs, maybe jumping or stepping lightly forward to bend these, look forward a bit, jump or step lightly forward. Half lifting, inhale. Exhale, fold in. Reach where you reach. Inhale, stand up and reach up. Nice dynamic arms and big out to the side. Releasing the arms down. Palms open, flow into the next one. A dynamic sweep. And then out to the sides, heart down, fold in. Process of half lift. Bend your knees, spread your hands, take your left leg back first and then the right. Come to side plank. So let's take a moment to get yourself in the position, or go ahead and start if you want a longer hold. So for some, the knees should come down, the right knee down, and then the left leg reaches behind it, and then opening up. It's a nice place to start, and you can stay there. You can also use both hands. So it really can take care of themselves. And now we'll start the 5 count, lift it up. Pressing down to lift. And just one more breath on this side. Change to the other side. So give yourself a moment to set it up so that it feels right for you. That knee down version. Make sure your hand pressing the earth and that shoulder feels open, ready. And then lift it up if you want to straighten out your legs. Just see where you are with it. Find your balance. Impermanent forms. One more deep breath. And then back to center for an upward facing dog. So from your knees, arms stay straight. Bring your belly forward, lift your rib cage, roll back your shoulders, and maybe pick up your knees if that feels okay. And then release to your table and back to downward dog for 5 breaths. Taking a moment just to find your way in. And then hold steady with your breathing. Maybe feeling the upward energy of the pose here in the low belly. There's a little uplift in the muscles above the knees. And breathe out once more. Step lightly or jump forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold in. Press the feet, reach out the arms. Connect at the top of your inhale, and then release down your arms as you breathe out. And one more time, flow the arms open. Each breath, a complete movement. Exhale, your own forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Bend your knees, spread your hands, step or hop lightly back. Upward facing nose, go to our bellies. Hug in your elbows, maybe chaturanga, so you can do the knees down and hug them in. Reach your chest forward and then release to your belly carefully. Bring your legs together. Zip up the legs and feet. So feel them activate the muscles of the legs and hips. Hands by your chest, elbows in. Inhale, lift up your head and chest a bit more, lightly pressing. Feel the energy in the legs and hips, creating this pose. The hands can come away. Gently breathe once more. And then release that back bend from your spine. Take your arms out overhead, just stack your arms comfortably, rest your head down and lift up your legs together. So just a little lift, shoulders down off the ears. Feeling work around the sacrum. 3, strong breathing. 4, really good energy, 1 more breath, lift it up. And then let it go and let all the muscles soften. And turn your head to the right side. Taking a little moment to stretch the neck, to release the energy of those back bends. Getting some good earth energy. Slow down the breath. Really long breath. And then over other sides, you can release your ujjayi breathing here and just relax with your breathing. Stretch some really deep waves of breath through. Make sure you're soft. Feel those actions of your breathing pressing into the earth as you inhale, your ribs, your belly. And exhale, settle you in. And just take 1 more breath. Come back to center with your head, and let's transition to upward facing dog. So hands in, spiraling outward energy, elbows in, press forward and down. Don't move your hands, just that's the energy to peel yourself up. And then adjust your knee distance, roll your shoulders back, lift up if you like. Inner thighs roll upward, so don't hurt your low back here. Be very aware. Do it just the right amount. And then carefully switch to the downward dog. Other way. Forward bending. And letting our head be enriched with lots of blood flow. Moving upside down. Part of what can energize us from the practice. Feel the breath move through the body 1 more time. Step or hop lightly forward, halfway lift, inhaling. Exhale, folding in. And arms wide, reaching up to stand. Looking up, reach up, and then exhale, release your arms down. Let the feet spread. Gather your hands and arms into your body. So our heads were just upside down. Nice to give them a moment to be upright again. And bend your knees and turn out to triangle pose to the right side. So turn out your right leg 90 degrees to the back, and then your other leg angles in. Reach out your arms, breathe in. Breathe out, over and down, your own favorite way today. Reaching up and down with the arms, hooking the big toe if you like, and lengthen the sides of your torso. Yeah, toning in the low belly, don't forget. Exhale, inhale up, turn the feet. Exhale when you are ready. Come on over and down. So toning in the low bellies, you're supporting your head, your spine. The arms reach. The heart opens in this pose. But our main awareness is at the belly center. And 1 more time, breathing in, breathing out. And inhale, coming up. Turn back to the other side towards the right, adding a bent knee. And start with warrior B, floating out your arms. So this knee is out 90 degrees. And turning to look off your right fingertips. Shoulders down. So the shoulders resting on the rib cage. Feel the breath moving into that area. Your kneecap centered, your knee centered over your ankle. And breathing out, transition to extended side angles. Rest on your leg, reach your other arm alongside your ear. So we look up, just gently turning the torso and the face upward. And come down to the floor if you would like. Nice vigorous reach of your arm. And just one more breath. Inhale, rise up. Reverse warrior, back hand on the back leg. And then the front hand, so your right hand on your heart center. Lift it up. So usually we stretch our arms into the air. Have that same energy of reaching your torso, holding the heart's energy. 3. Rhythmic breathing. And exhale. Release. Turn your feet the same direction. And then over to the other side, 90 degrees out, bend knee, center your knee over your ankle. Repeating these movements, so really mindful of alignment. Coming out with the arms, turn your head. Back to sensing the shoulders resting on the rib cage, the shoulders resting upon the breath. Finding steadiness in your practice, in the mind and the body, the breath. Exhale, Parsva Konasana, lean and reach. Come down if you would like. Give this pose all your energy and take one more deep breath in it. Inhale, come up. It's okay if you straighten out your leg as you come up. Give it a little rest if you need to, and then back. Now the right hand is on the back leg, and the left hand takes the heart and energize, just like when we reach with the arm. Get that same energy. Feel your chest reach. Steady eyes. It's okay to let the eyes soften and close sometimes. And one more breath out. Inhale, release to wide parallel feet. Exhale, fold forward, knees can bend. So position first is bent knees, arms rest. Take them down. Keep your knees bent as needed. And walk your hands back in line with your feet and bring your head towards the floor. It's like a headstand shape. The shoulders draw up into the body. The low belly draws up. Keeping the leg muscles firm so that you don't overly stretch. Breathe out one more time. Come about halfway up and head over to your right leg with your arms to stretch out the sides of your body. A little bit soften your knees. If you have straight legs, make sure there's enough softness or energy to flow through the knees. Smoothen your neck, your spine. Breathe out once more. And stay on that side, bending your knee out towards your toes. So you can be more upright or down lower. A lot of the support in this pose right now coming from Uddiyana Bandha, navel center, drawing up. And straighten your leg, come to the other side for that reach across. Keep a nice flowing upward energy in the low belly. Deeply breathe again. And now bringing the knee out towards the toes. So it's not side lunge, it's prasarita lunge. So wide feet. Bring out your knee. Work carefully. 3, 4. Exhale. Press the legs straight. Exhale once more in the center. Then inhale, make your way up. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your feet close enough so you can feel the springs in your legs. And step back to the top of your mat lightly. Arms against the body. Take a breath. Just gently standing tall and relaxed. Feel how well you can breathe when you stand carefully. And finding the bony landmark of your pelvis with your hands. So you can take your right leg straight back for Parsvottanasana. Hips stay forward. Good. Take out your arms. So the thumbs go down and back. And bring your hands together behind your back. Knuckles press. Hold your arms with your hands or bring your palms together. And then see if you can come up your back. So just keep all that real positive on your shoulders. Breathe in, lift your heart. Breathe out, lead with your heart into forward fold. Stop and gaze at your big toe. And then fold towards your leg more if you would like. Gently lifting at the elbows. Open feet, trust them. One more deep breath. Exhale, long spine. Breathe in, come up. And release your hands down and change to woven fingers. Bend your front knee. And then come to humble warrior. So that stretch back with the arms, folding inside of your front knee. Breathe across your heart. Sometimes the feet really are pressing strongly into the earth, creating strength in the legs. Work with that pressing energy. Press more, one more time. Exhale. Inhale, come up and release your arms up for warrior A. If your front leg needs a little break, that's fine. Shoulders down, gaze up. One more time, steady and still, breathe deeply. Release your hands down, step forward or kick it out if you would like. Give it a kick and release. Take a breath. Coming back into that soft, still, with that inner temple. For the other side, we concentrate on aligning our body, finding that straight leg, hips forward. Take the arms back, behind. Fingers or knuckles together, come up your back carefully. Lift your heart with an inhale so your spine lengthens a lot here. And then take that length forward and then downward. Stop where you need to stop. Work with the pressing of the feet energy. Three, inhale for 4. And last time, breathing in. Breathing out, feel complete. Inhale to come up. Changing to humble warrior, front knee bending over ankle. Weave your fingers behind your back. It's okay to have a shortened stance for your warrior 8 today in this one. Inhale, stretch your chest, reach your arms. Exhale, fold inside your front knee. Gently bring the arms away from the body. Breathe out again. Inhale to warrior A. So the foundation is the same. Just release your arms up, shoulders down. It is okay to give your front knee a break if it needs it. Straighten it and bend it again. Your practice, your dedication to your practice will reward you over time. Things will get easier. You will grow. And one more time, deep breath. Exhale, hands down. Step forward or kick out the other side if you would like. And release. And transitioning to the floor, breathing in. Breathing out. Horizon, inhale. Exhale, right leg back only. Bring your knee down, Anjanayasanas, or low lunge. Cushion under your knee if you need it. And come on up. Bring your knee forward towards your toes. Lift your whole rib cage. And then reach up your arms if you want to, or rest them on your knee, or down on the floor. Where do you feel good? Just really staying across the front of your hip. A couple more breaths. Breathe out, exhale. Transition to the other side. So release your knee back. Bring your other foot forward. Bring the knee out towards the toes. Choose to stay low, medium, or high with your arms, whatever you like. Think more down into the subtleties of the hip work with your arms down low. Letting that front hip release on the left side. And the last deep breath. Carefully complete. Press your foot and release back to both knees. Ustrasana pose. Cushioning the knees is fine, and just even with each other. Pick up and reset the tops of your feet into the earth to really create that connection. And today, just lifting at the heart center. So camel pose, not extreme, just going back. So we trust our legs, learn to balance on your knees and lean back. Just lean back, hands at the heart. Like all back bends, we're just lifting up the rib cage, but not a lot needs to change. Just lean back, and then let's lean forward to let it go. Try it again, lean straight back, straight back. Trust. And let your chest lead you back up. One more time, yogi's choice, repeat, same one, or you want to reach your hands for your heels, or a second version. Be careful, do what you know you can do. Always remember to keep your head back as you come out, lead with your chest. One more time. Inhale, release. And then bend your knees, sink into child's pose. Knees where you like, wide or close. And today, come forward, elbows down, hands behind your head. And press your palms if they'll reach, or just touch your fingertips. And relax. Deep breathing in the low back. Deep breathing in the whole rib cage. Two or three more times. Deep and slow breaths. And free your head and come up. Transition to your seat. So you can do that crossing of the ankles and jumping through action. Take your legs out straight, draw back your toes, sitting tall, and then point your toes deeply, lift your heart, lean back into your hands. A deep breath, stretch the front body. And come to neutral. Ardha Matsyendrasana, the Lord of the Fishes. Bend your right knee and place it in front. Left foot on the earth. Bring it around your knee. Sit tall, hold on. Breathe out, twisting carefully towards the left. Supporting your leg, either letting the leg rest into it or draw it in. What feels nice in your hip. And then spinal twist as well. Look back. Take the first moment to make sure you come to a nice place in your body. And then enjoy your breathing. If you'd like, let your eyes rest. Letting the energy of vision release inwardly. Now that we've been here a little while, see if you would like to gently deepen your pose or adjust it slightly. Just make it super sweet for a few more breaths. Last time, filling and emptying the breath. And coming back to center for the other side. Careful fold of your knee, bringing it front and center. The other foot on the floor, coming around the knee to some degree. Sitting tall is important for twisting the spine. And begin that process of coming around and checking in with your hip. And then focusing on the spinal twist, looking back. Let your eyes go to a place and then let the eyes close. Just feeling the body and the breathing. The energy of the light still permeates the eyes. Let the shapes become quiet. Meditate upon our breathing. And now that preparation for the last few breaths, any refinements, aiming that energy of intention. And one more time, deep breath. And release back to center. And let us lie down with our feet together and knees apart. Lie back slowly if you'd like. Challenge your core strength, release back. Find the support under your head with a blanket for this pose. We want a nice long spine on the back, so just beginning with that length finding. Maybe bring in the knees to lengthen your low back. And then settle down the feet and let the knees go out to the sides. Nice to just encourage the softening of your inner legs with your hands as you begin. Wherever you might notice any tension, just send the softness through your hands. Feel that soft, gentle weight and warmth of your hands, add the grounding quality to the body. And then let's lift into our hearts by bringing the elbows up and flat on the floor with the arms, the elbows up, so you have a cactus arm position. Feel that, open up your breathing space, your chest. Relax your face. Bring a light peacefulness to your face. That light, the idea of a light resting half smile. Soften more and stay for 3 really slow deep breaths at beginning that inhalation. Hands very soft, feet resting softly. Exhale a big wave. Inhale dynamically, deeply. Exhale. Last one. Like the ocean. And then release the knees towards each other. Reach down for your legs again and bring them into your body. So here we've got the hips lifted off the floor, so we can experiment with a little bit of inverting variation. So take out your blanket. If you put something under your head, you want your head flat on the floor. We get on my mat with my upper body. So we got the knees into the chest, hips off the floor. So what happens if we straighten out the legs and then use your hands on your ankles to try to lift your hips more? Really honor what your body says. Continue to bring your legs overhead as that feels good. Keep your head centered. Back of the skull. Fine if your knees are bending. Come to the tops of your feet if they will reach. Breathe. Just be open to this variation of holding your body. And then either coming back to your back and keep your legs up, or from here, reach your legs up towards the sky. So you can take your hands to your pelvis, don't turn your head. Lift your legs so there's a real energetic reaching through the feet and legs to come up to shoulder stand. It's okay to refine your head and your shoulders. Reach, or just have your legs up in the air, just fine. I love how this pose releases the upper back. Just a couple more breaths. See if you can energize whatever shape you have taken. And make your way down. You can go back through the plow. And then bring the spine and the hips back down. And back to where we started with the knees into the chest. Bring in your head to curl yourself in. And release down, taking both knees over to the right side for a stacked knees twist. So the pelvis comes with the legs when you do this. And you try to bring your top knee out in line with your bottom knee. It doesn't have to be exact. Cushion between your knees if you need it, or just hold space there. And then open away, turn your head. So your right hand is on top of the legs and it can bring the legs across. Just find a sweet place in your body and rest. Give yourself a few minutes to settle your nervous system, to settle, and then feeling free to release to your back at any point. Some gratitude from Mary Oliver. What did you notice? The dew snail, the low-flying sparrow, the bat on the wind in the dark, big-chested geese in the V of sleekest performance, the soft-toed patient in the hot sand, the sweet hungry ants, the uproar of mice in the empty house, the tin music of the cricket's body, the blouse of the goldenrod. To be continued. Let's take the shape on the other side. Finish your breath. Return to your back body, knees in. Come over to the other side, trying to stack the knees 90 degrees out of the pelvis. Keeping space between, so you can just use your foot to prop your top knee up a little bit, or let them rest together if it feels good. Open back, top hand offering its support as you open. Relax deeply, settling into this shape. Releasing along your spine. What did you hear? The thrush greeting the morning, the little bluebirds in their hot box, the salty talk of the wren, then the deep cup of the hour of silence. What did you admire? The oaks letting down their dark and hairy fruit, the carrot rising in its elongated waist, the onion, sheet after sheet, curved inward to the pale green wand. At the end of summer, the brassy dust, the almost liquid beauty of the flowers, then the ferns scrawny black by the frost. To be continued. Release to the back of your body. Take a rest. Add that blanket back underneath your head if you like. So lie down. Plenty of time. Get comfortable. I'm going to stay seated so I can read to you. Take time with this process so we begin to release all the energy directing we've done in the practice. Let the arms and legs find their length and relax open. Let the breathing relax. Let it do its thing. Jaw relaxed, face is soft. What would you like to see again? My dog, her energy and exuberance, her willingness, her language beyond all nimbleness of tongue, her recklessness, her loyalty, her sweetness, her strong legs, her curled black lip, her snap. What was most tender? Queen Anne's lace, its parsnip root, the everlasting in its bonnets of wool, the kinks and turns of the Tupelo's body, the tall blank banks of sand, the clam clamped down. What was most wonderful? The sea and its wide shoulders, the sea and its triangles, the sea lying back on its long athlete's spine. What did you think was happening? The green beast of the hummingbird, the eye of the pond, the wet face of the lily, the bright puckered knee of the broken oak, the red tulip of the fox's mouth, the upswing, the downpour, the frayed sleeve of the first snow, so the gods shake us up from our sleep. Letting your energy be very soft. Soft and inward. Gently observe which side of your nose feels more open in this moment. It changes. Which side feels more open? Let yourself roll to that side and stay on your side. Just invite your body to transition from back to side. Curl in, be comfortable. Rest your head and pause. Giving thanks to your body for working so willingly. Be grateful for growth. Acknowledge the people and circumstances that allowed it to be possible for you to be here. And lastly, honor yourself for doing the work. Transition from side to seat. Just bringing all of that gratitude with you. Coming back to your heart center. Trying the shell mudra again if you would like. Encircle your left thumb with your right fingers. Thumb and middle finger together at the top. Rest on the heart or palms press. Follow that intention back to the beginning and back to now. And breathe deeply, fill your heart. I am most grateful. Namaste. Thank you for practicing today. Always free to ask for questions. I'm happy to get on Zoom one-on-one to do a